Hello everyone, once again filming an intro video for a Duel Masters package reveal. Um, this time I received a package for the light and dark tin, as well as some Duel Masters extras from the McDonald's toys, McDonald's promo, what else? Basically this guy's collection, which had quite a few cards in it. Some were real, some were fake, and some were in good condition while others weren't. So the video really is just a sort of a holistic overview of me going over those, evaluating the difference between real and fake cards to clarify that for people, because I know that's quite an important thing. And it doesn't seem to be something that people, or everyone really is able to just say off the top of their head. What's the difference between a real and a fake card? So I thought I'd clarify that a bit in that video. Overall, it was an okay unboxing. I got some cards that I didn't have. I was able to improve the condition of other cards that I did have that weren't so great or were slightly damaged. Yeah, so that was quite good. And I did not film the opening of the tin because quite a few of the cards were fake, and I was a bit annoyed about it at the time. Silver lining though is that fake cards are good for being used as proxies. So if you want to fill in a gap, say here for example for cards you don't have yet, and you've got fake versions of them, you can stick those in there, which is what I should have done with this folder before I reorganized it a few days ago. Yeah, so anyway, let's get on into the video. Okay, there are ways that you can see what I'm opening. It's not going to be with tape strapped to me this time. So, what we have here is a Duel Masters package, basically someone's collection, and as you can see, they've shredded up some paper, which is quite good of them. It's actually been wrapped quite well. And we've got stuff from the McDonald's toys. We've got a tin, a light dark tin. We've got some decks, and we've got cards from at least up to set DMO 3. And we also have some fake cards in here, so that'll be quite interesting to check out. So we begin quite promisingly with well, this is the McDonald's toy, if you remember from back in the day. But within it is a whole bunch of mangled puzzle cards, and they're from sets 1, 2, and 3, which is ideal because those are the 3 sets that I'm trying to collect based on the fact that I've got the most cards from those sets, and I've been able to acquire more cards from those sets, as you saw with the previous video opening sets from 2 and 3. Actually, I'm mistaken, that's in 3. Honestly, I could show you a bloody time lapse of me trying to get rid of that. Would be hilarious. Alright, as my friend would say, after half a week of Sundays, I managed to get rid of most of the paper there. We've also got this other blue toy from the McDonald's set. This is actually quite cool. Fling that open like so, and then you get all the cards come out, although that is not going to be good for them. But it looks pretty cool anyway. Sorry. That's what you get when you don't have a hands-free device. 10. Alien Agency, The Arrival. That's quite cool. And there's a whole bunch of cards in there, so I'll open them soon. We've obviously got my second tin. And looking at it off... Oh, clever, Ronnie. Do that with the unprotected cards. The tin... Just looking at it, how about you center the camera too? Just looking at it, the condition looks about the same as probably what the other one was. I'll just leave that for now. Don't want to jostle the cards around too much, and we will start opening. So we've got some additional things. Duel Masters brand from some sort of item this person's purchased a while ago. Your standard darkness deck thing that comes with that. Quick start guides. This is quite interesting. This is a Duel Masters comic, and I have never seen one of these before. So that's quite cool. Shobu versus what's his name? Kokujo. Probably for the first time. And it looks like there are some other ones too, but they aren't here. This is quite cool. So I didn't get this with my other tin, but it's the deck guide for this tin right here. So very useful. And other things like mats and things like that. So you can see this person's really cared about their collection. I'm hoping that cards are consequently in not bad condition. I imagine they'll be in varying conditions. Obviously, because these are here, I'm expecting some McDonald's promos. Not exactly sure what they are. I've got some others coming in the mail soon. And I'm ready to sleeve up some of the good ones. I know there is an Earth Stomp Giant in here, even though I pulled one on video. But yes, I'll now open them up and lay out the goods and also point out fake cards so you can see the difference between the two. And I'll try and get some of my own real cards to compare between the two for those who don't know the difference. Okay, we've opened that tin and I can tell you I've got mixed feelings about all of this. So as I expected, we do have a lot of fake cards, and I'm talking quite a lot. Yeah, in that tin there were crammed a lot of fake cards, which makes me think the best ones, I think, are still going to be in here, and I'm hoping somehow that there aren't a lot of fake ones in there. I don't think there will be. There were some from the light and dark deck here in the real pile, and there were still some alright cards, although bloody hell, they were at the bottom of that tin. I could not believe it. So these are from the light and darkness deck. This is Amber Piercer that someone's bought. So it looks good when you're seeing it like this, but actually maybe it's more on the back. Well, some got away. So look. Oh god, sorry, glare from my light. Corners, a little bit minced on the edges. Yeah, but I mean, considering where they came from, it's a miracle story, really. Yeah, see, look, there's a ding in that corner, and then also at the tops, if my camera decides to focus. Yeah, but not bad, really. There are also some horror stories. This is a McDonald's promo. And it's absolutely minced to shit. Twist to fish. The only one, it's only printed in the McDonald's promo, and it's just gone. And I can't believe it. I'm not surprised, but I mean, of all the ones to go, it's lucky I'm getting some tomorrow. But I mean, man, that is nasty. We also have a couple of victories. So for me, that's just a rare that I didn't have from Demo 4. A bit minced in the corners, but I'll take it. Adds to the collection. Simple things like commons from different sets I didn't have. An uncommon from the base set that I didn't have. Really nice to see it there. Interesting things like Natural Snare, which I didn't know came. It's out of 46, so apparently it comes from Light Dark deck, and I didn't realize that was in there. But yes, now, and also the best pull from that was a very rare Tower Shell, and somehow it's actually not in bad condition either. The only real ding, it's not really a ding, it's just more. Oh, you're not going to see that very well. Yeah, in the corner, see? But let's just go over the difference between real and fake cards, because I think it's important. Okay, excuse the lighting, it's the best I can do, but a difference between real and fake cards. This card is slightly bigger than this one, and the shape is also different. You can see this has jagged edges, whereas this sort of has nice curved edges, and this card is actually a little bit smaller than this one. So I can put it over this, and you can kind of see it's missing the edges, basically. And that's how you know it's a fake. There's a subtle difference in the color. Can't be seen too well with this camera. And then also, in this case, we're talking about a very rare card here. So we have a foil effect, whereas in this, and this is the biggest giveaway, this card does not have a foil effect. And also, it doesn't have the copyright Wizards of the Coast on the bottom right there either. And you can see between the text that the text is subtly different, particularly the power of this card here compared to this one. And yeah, the text sort of just stands out a bit more on the one on the right, although the text is quite similar here, but in the name you can mostly see the difference between the two. That kind of looks like it's in italics more, whereas that one doesn't. And actually this one had me fooled, admittedly, but this is a fake, and that's the real one, and it's because that's quite faded here. This really you need to actually look at with a fine-tooth comb, but you can see a difference in the glossiness, I suppose, when I have the camera over it, and it shows you that they're made of different materials. So this is made of probably some sort of plasticky like material, whereas this is probably based more on paper. So that's another way of sort of determining whether a card's fake or not. I don't have much more to say about that one because that's a pretty decent impression of a real one. This is pretty obvious. So this card here says Lab Purification Enforcer. That's a typo. The card is actually called La Purification Enforcer. And the funny thing is that I've got this card here, which you think, oh, so now it's there, it must be real. This card is actually also fake, which I found extremely funny. And I know that because of the, you can see again, that sort of, it shines off the light more. And that's the same for both of them. Well, this one doesn't, and that tells you that it's made of probably a paper. But the fact that the typo's there tells you that it's a fake, and also no copyright Wizards of the Coast on the bottom right. So it seems that when Duel Masters was peaking, fakes were being made in all different types, and all different ways, but probably by multiple different types of people. Here's a really obvious one. I've got a rare Fortress shell on the left, and on the right is the fake. And you can see here that the text is completely different between the two. That text is spaced out more. It looks like it's a different font. And you can see the line spacing is different here. And of course, look at the quote. The quote goes all the way across, whereas here it doesn't. And again, oh, and you see this one has the copyright, but it's smaller, as I mentioned before. You can kind of lay it over. You can't really see that it's smaller. And we have a bit, a slightly more obvious discoloration at the back compared to this one. So actually, I'm finding it very interesting how many different variations of fake cards there are. And yes, so a shiny card that's got this black dot on the bottom right, that's a common. Commons are not shiny. The same with uncommons. Uncommon cards are not shiny either. And also, I've put this one here because the cards, if they're made of crap material, they wear faster. So you can see that's why this material here is this card's just turned to crap, because it's basically made of paper. There are a few others. You can see it in the name and the size of these cards here. Different. No copyright. Now, this is a fake, but it's got copyright. But it's just a sort of Looks a bit more whitewashed is the probably best way to say it. It looks like it's gone through some sort of printing process, or I mean, I like to say a washing machine, but not quite. I'll tell you what has gone through the washing machine: this fucking twister fish. um, but yeah, so I think that's generally everything for looking at fake cards. And so there we are. It's a transition from the intro where I went in like this. Um, so there we are. That's the video. Um, like, comment, and subscribe if you found it useful or just enjoyed watching it. And yeah, I will continue making videos like this as I acquire more big items. And I may also start making other videos as well. Yeah, it just depends. Anyway, I hope you have a good day wherever you are, and I'll see you in my next video.